And many questions still surround the Shannon Park shooting, including the fate of the two women police say were in the house at the time of the shooting. Queen City News reporter Savannah Rudisell joins us live at CMPD's North Tryon Division in Northeast Charlotte.
And Savannah, what have you now learned about the other people involved in the situation so far?
Well, Alicia and Brian, first we want to clear up some confusion that has been out there. Initially, authorities reported that the 17-year-old in the house was a boy. They have since clarified that the teenager is a girl. Now, tonight, the cruiser that Officer Joshua Iyer drove is now being memorialized here outside of the North Tryon Division. There is a flag draped over the hood with a growing number of bouquets since we first saw this afternoon until now. There's more and more people laying flowers. Now, while officials haven't charged anyone in relation to his death, they say they're not ruling out that possibility.
As police began securing the deadly scene on Galway Drive Monday, they found a woman and a 17-year-old girl in the home. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Chief Johnny Jennings say they were at the house voluntarily and have since been cooperating with homicide detectives.
We are not looking or interested in any additional suspects or any persons of interest. We feel like we have everyone involved that was at the house that we need to speak with.
The gunman, 39-year-old Terry Hughes, was shot and killed during the firefight. There have been reports of possible shots fired towards police after Hughes was down.
I know I mentioned yesterday forward remarks about a possibility of a second shooter. We are not ready to say that at this point.
Jennings says he's not ready to release details about the women's relationship to each other or to Hughes. As of Tuesday night, authorities have not filed charges against anyone at the home at the time. Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes says the investigation could take some time, but the women likely won't be held without an arrest.
What we have happening, assuming right now, is that either they have already been released, they're currently still being detained, or they have been charged and they haven't been arrested. But it never in North Carolina can there be a situation where a person has been detained and not been arrested for a lengthy duration of time.
Many states allow officers to hold a person for 48 to 72 hours without making an official arrest. North Carolina state statute doesn't address holding an individual. Officers can detain someone for questioning for a few hours, but not a few days. U.S. Attorney Dina King says there are still many details and emotions to sort out from the painful day.
It's hard, but we move on together. Teamwork is something that is really big that we talk about on the good days, and so teamwork begins that the partnership is what we rely and depend on even in the dark days.
Chief Johnny Jennings stressed that there are hours of body-worn camera footage that they'll be needing to go through. He says in addition to the questioning from the people who were nearby, he says that will help paint a clearer picture of the chaos. Reporting live in Charlotte, Savannah Rudisell, Queen City News.